After I wrote the description, stretchercising vibes, desky vibes, like desk working. And today's Sunday, so I'm getting all these creative thoughts. How are you? Check this out. I now have a little Mikey poo. Check, 1, 2. Hey guys. So, you haven't seen me in a while, and I haven't seen you in a while. At least a week, right? I have been posting my affiliate videos though. And so, I figure if you like my videos, then you'll also most likely or hopefully or probably like my little other videos that I have to make in order to sustain a living, which is cool because it all aligns. I've realized lately that it all aligns with what I was doing, which is basically sharing all the products that I use in my lifestyle. Anyway, I was doing that already, and I was doing it, I've been doing it on live, right? And actually my first contract with one of the companies was a brand manager, so I guess I was like secretly and not secretly, kind of, because yeah, I never really told anybody, but I've been subconsciously manifesting, I guess you could say, like reviews. Like I like to make reviews on products. Like for instance, I was going to come on here and do a stretchercise right away. Actually, this was going to be a gardening show and it got too late because I realized that, let's fix this. So it might be one-sided because it's on one side instead of like right in the middle of the speaking. So I don't know how the voice is sounding on this live and if it's not good, but I think it is because I tested it on video earlier. So yeah, that's my point. And so what it looks like, what does it look like to be an affiliate marketer? Okay. It looks like that I'm about to do something and then I realize, wait, this brand, they sent me a free sample. Now I'm talking about different platforms. And I have to make a video. Like I don't have to, like I was realizing, wait, it doesn't even feel like I have to. If you don't, you'll probably not, people won't want to give you a sample maybe, I'm just saying. So, because then you don't want to take the samples and run, right? So this is kind of like stretchercising and talking, because we're catching up. I haven't seen you guys in a minute and a live, and I figure instead of being so serious about working out, let's just stretch our bodies and talk at the same time. That way, we don't waste time. Hey guys. Oh my God, some of my favorite people in the whole world. Hi. Wow. So today we're testing out, actually let's put the face tracking on. I didn't want to start with it because it might be a little, let's see, is it working? Or maybe it was on. Let's put it back on. You have to charge that first? No, it's not following me. Here. Oh, it's working. There, let's see. Okay, hi. How's it going? Hey guys, oh my God, my favorite people. Mwah. Not all of them, but most of them. Oh, hello. I actually came to say hi and to send my healing vibes. Ooh, wow. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Look how thick that is too. I bought this in person. Healing. And that's the solar plexus, so that should do it. Plus your intention. If you set your intention that you want to heal, then you will. Oh, this is a good angle right here. So we're using a few different things. As you can see, there's a glare. I don't really need to read your comments right now because I want to concentrate on delivering the content that I promised, which was the Stretchercise Sunday desky vibes, meaning there's a lot of things going on over here. So after I realized, hey, I can't go Facebook Live yet because I have to prioritize, just like you would have to if you got like a full-time job, or if I had to get a full-time job, I would have to, there's like a time of day to do things and when you do things and what order you do things, right? Remember, if you've ever had a job where you had tasks and you had to like multitask, but then you had to put the most prioritize. Okay, so I'm realizing, okay, don't forget to do the mic-y, the little mic. So this is not about this, and I'm not selling this mic, but what I'm telling you is I have basically interest in selling it, and so I want to show you like what I've been doing, right? So this thing's been sitting on my desk, like sort of like an inbox. You know how on a desk you have an inbox of stuff that you have to do? Well, this was it. And this one came after the face tracking camera that's following me. And then today I was Googling, is there a camera that follows you if your face is turned away from the camera or if your back is towards the camera? Because this one's not following me, right? It's not following me because it's face tracking. So I love sharing this with my friends because I'm not selling anything in this video. I'm just telling you what I do. And what else? So I'm like, I did that. I whipped that content out, right? And then I was about to go live and I was about to do a workout because now I'm like kind of out of breath because I had to also do another video that I realized. And it's these socks. Here, I wonder if this thing will still turn. No, because my face is here. It's these socks. Okay? And then I did a sock video, like out of the blue. I love this face tracking tripod. I love how it follows me. It reminds me of a robot, a little like droid, that it was a real like moving robot, not just artificial intelligence, which is sometimes virtual, but a lot of times like they make robots, right? Well, this is a little robot. It used to follow my friend around. Like, but this is wherever she went. Actually, it didn't just follow her. The robot actually followed her. So we'd go to the kitchen and the robot would go with us. And I wanted one of these. And the guy that designed it, he did that for her, right? And she knows who she is. Like if she's here, which I've posted in her post recently, so I'm sure she would know. I hate mentioning names unless I'm doing an interview. And I would do those in my True Life with Corin on YouTube. And actually I mentioned to you guys that I have a special interview and it's going to be done outdoors and I'm going to have a guest star. And that's all I said. Like, I didn't tell you that I can't do it because it's too cold because of the weather. And so it's on my list to do on a really sunny day, but I need to be able to do it like early so it's not cold. And so that's going to be my next True Life with Corin. I may just do an indoor one and that'll be my next one. You know, podcasts, they're not like easy when you already are slacking behind on making content. Unless you just go to the podcast and do the whole podcast and only do that, which I'm not capable of doing because I like to do several different businesses. I'm realizing I like several different businesses, but then they all like mesh together because the influencer marketing, that is a whole nother story, and that's how it all started for me. So basically, I think what I was just doing all along was being like, hey, I love using natural soaps, but I didn't give you any names, and if you happen to see it, I would endorse that. I'm not endorsing, I'm just saying that I like these natural soaps. And so then I would do certain things with like water. Like I always said, I like purified water, but I didn't give any brands. And if you happen to have seen it, it wasn't intentional. It's only because I don't want to be a creature of habit. So every now and then I'll switch off on waters. And I think that it's important. I think that basically we come from like chariots and like, we're like warriors and when you're a warrior on the road with the chariots, you don't know about water. like one water, you know, whatever water you can get. Maybe even like, God forbid, you would ever have to drink lake water. But to save your life, yes. So, I feel that because I was a brand, I'm not going to say ambassador because I'm just going to tell you what my title is, and it's brand manager. And that's with a major corporation. So, and everything I do is independent. It's independent contractor. So what you do is you open up, and I have these things, you know, that I want to do, right? And so I was sort of relying on one platform, and I realized, man. And so when I started finding out and doing research that actually how marketable that business is, and that I didn't know even how vast it really even was. I thought it was very vast, but I didn't realize how vast it is. So that's when I started I just really put the pedal to the metal, you know what I mean? And so now my reality is, wow, I love products, I love self-care. A lot of the products, I guess my biggest niche at this point is beauty. Even though I have a surprise, I have a pet product. And so that I'm gonna actually do a live with here and also make my content. The good thing about being a content creator, influencer, video maker, social media guru is that you could do it at the same time. Like you don't have to wear something different just because you're endorsing some socks. You know, like I was trying the mic, right? And the mic is speaking right now, hopefully. And let me put my glasses back on, because if the mic goes off, which I don't think it will, but it took me a while because then I realized I had to do the sock review. Okay. You guys would tell me if you couldn't hear me, right? So let's move the mic and we're gonna experiment. Oops, I might have shut it off. Turn it back on. It's green, but it's flashing. See, that's how much trust we have. Like I ask you, can you hear me? And if I know that none of you would let me down, that you all would speak up and say, hey, your shirt is falling off. Hey guys, okay, so where was I? So I just wanted to share with you how everything came together, and I didn't know that it was that perfect, because there were so many, I want to say empty spaces in between, because I wasn't on LinkedIn, reading how many actual executive jobs there are for this position. And it wasn't until last night that I Googled. So basically right now I'm creating a course, and I can't tell you what course it is because it actually makes this video different. At that point, it would make it more of a sales, but you guys are my friends. And so literally some of you do wonder, what do you do? And why haven't you been around? Well, it's not that I haven't been around, because boy, have I been sitting at my desk, okay? We're talking, man, anytime I can, you know? And I keep it real. I still take my 2-hour baths. I still give my mom everything that she needs, and I still give myself, as a matter of fact, this thing is 360. It probably will follow me, but I gotta move this light so it's not on the camera. Okay. But only follow me if I show you my face. So I'm gonna go this way. Dun 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 dun. There's my Christmas song, guys. I promise you, Stretchercising, I ended up singing instead. I hope you don't mind. But yeah, I am kind of silly so I get holiday songs. Do you guys get holiday songs and you're just constantly repeating them? See, is this following me? Because it's got my butt. Oh my God, it is. It says it's only for face. It must think that this is my other face. It must think so. Because it followed me. Watch. I went from all the way over here. Watch. I'm going to turn my back entirely. And now I'm going to like just... Oh my God. You guys, like... So I know a lot of techie people. I think they surprise me with these things. Like, I think there's something bionic about this mic. Look at that. It's like showing you my ring light. It's 5:55. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of humor lately, like literally. I just feel it. It's in the air. And I feel that humorous connection with colleagues of mine, you know, and you know who you are. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mia, I know, bro. I was thinking too, you see this? There's something different about it. I discovered it. See, I've been working for film production with my father since I could walk as an actress, and then I just did modeling. I was always doing a modeling shoot. Like I'd go Vasquez Rocks, I would go down in the cliffs in Malibu. But that was that photographers. My dad ended up meeting him. He's there on there. He's out there. I saw he's on my Facebook profile as a friend. Yeah, I have those. They're let me do this. They're photo shoots of me climbing in the rocks wearing whatever I wanted. There it is. So we're working out. Let's go. Come on, faster. All right, let's do this. My healing vibes. To me, this is working out because if I'm not like doing something for somebody or doing something in the kitchen or driving or unwrapping something, then that's not relaxing. That's not taking time off. Like taking time off is spending time with people that you dig. You dig? Look at that. You just stretch, that's all. That's what you do. That's all you do. That's all you have to do, really. And you know what to do, right? You create your space, remember? That's the first thing you do. This is the flying. I highly recommend it if you sit at a desk or do stuff like with your arms and your shoulders and your arms and your hands and your arms and your... I highly recommend it. This is the propeller, the helicopter. I love it. You have to be flexible. I took martial arts, so that involved karate. And I took a lot of karate. I was a double yellow belt, and my brother was he was a black belt actually. But I think he did it a year longer. I was thinking about that. I was telling my mom how the shinsei asked me to flip him. See, because you pretend in karate, you pretend like there's an intruder. And that way you have to visualize yourself fighting the intruder. I'm gonna shut off the tracking thing because it's moving too much. See, it didn't shut off, hold on. Did it stop? Okay. So I always think about martial arts when I'm working out because it's balance. That's the first thing. And squats to me are kind of like, I think that that's the stem of the origin, like statues, you know? Statues that are squatting. I like squats because you're kneeling. You know, I like kneeling. It's like prayer. It's beautiful. I really like it. It's a good position. And if you get stuck or find that you can't go halfway down, then kill it. Like say, no, I'm not gonna do any more. So these are really good. They're like, they loosen up your legs and your feet. Let me see if I could get rid of that. It's too high, because I'm gonna work out now. We're not gonna even talk that much. All right, much better. So we got the mic here. You guys tell me if you were watching the beginning of this video and if you're still here, this thing, if it sounded better over here or over here. And like any kind of mic test that we did actually. Again, it's about balance and it's about, what's the next word that resonates? So I'm writing this course and it's really intense. Like, I wrote the first 3 lessons in one night. Like when I sat down to write the lesson. Hello, how are you? Then the next day, and then like that night I had notes and I had made sure to write them down because they're actually names of the next lessons. And then adding structure. And then today I thought something really interactive that I'm going to, and so I got to make a note on it, right? Because if you don't, like that's the whole direction of the course, you know? I'm very happy. So here's the squat again. And so I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say that it's easy to develop and write a course, because here's the thing. I feel like that it's all been there, you know, being like a video creator and having a page on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, and now an affiliate for companies and pitching brands. So I'm at a different level now, which is good because I have to earn a living. Hey guys. And so whatever I could like drum up from these businesses. So I figure that they all will add up in the long run, because I have like when I have a list of income, of like sources of income, and you guys see a few of my sources of income. I take stars and I use stars I put stars, the money I earn from stars, I put back into, I don't even want to call it a business, just my lifestyle. And so yeah, what I earn on that platform alone, and then, but there's others. There's like they place ads in my videos, and I earn from that. And then there's members. There's members on YouTube. There's subscribers on Facebook, and I got the subscribers group first. Members was after Facebook. It was YouTube with the members. Oh, and then TikTok just signed me. I have a membership on TikTok. So what I'm saying is all these like different sources of income, they all get listed on the list, right? And so let's say I only make a few dollars on each one. Well, the point is that I'm doing them. So if I'm like diligently, persistently, consistently, vigilantly doing them, then they're on the path for success, because they're already on the list, right? Because you know how powerful it is when you write things down. And then if you do a little bit of each one every day, right? Like, well, the course, then I spent the next couple hours writing. That was yesterday, my course. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want to make, when I do decide to announce this, launch it, I want to do it right, you know what I mean? And so it'll be a surprise, but I think a few of you would probably figure out what I like to teach. I like to teach how to make videos, and that could even include the technical end if I had to, but it seems like most Generation Zs know how to edit a video anyway, which is cool. So I could just teach them just what to do, like pretty much how to get there and how to get over the hump of worrying about what you look like or what you sound like or what you have to say, because there's always going to be somebody that loves you, right? And then not everyone is going to love you. Not everyone loves me. Not everyone likes me. But there are people that do, and I like them back. I like you back. So I'm doing my healing. This is a healing session, actually, this entire thing. Let's turn on the track facing thing again. It's kind of fun to play with it. You just hit the button. Here. It needs to like grab me first. Got it? Okay. I must say, I love the tripod that follows you. Woo! I made a couple of videos in the park a few months back. That was actually a friend that holds the camera sometimes. And what else? Not really anymore because it's a far drive, and I guess you just kind of go with the flow, right? Like, what's my next? My next is just stretching, you know? Being an entrepreneur, being self-employed it's risky. And so you have to position yourself, you know, put yourself in position. I have a video about, let's see. It says, just take that first step. Like, if I remember the name, I'll tell you. Basically, it's just, the concept is more important than the name. Like, take the first step, do the plunge type of attitude. Because it can be an attitude. It could just be an attitude. You know? It's okay. It's, even if you don't take the action, it's still okay. I got a lot of invites, like personally, and I couldn't take them because I felt that like I wasn't being faithful to my artistic endeavors, you know? It's really healthy to do this. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of my sticking to like seats and shit, you know, like I don't want to put my my booty. I don't want to put my butt on a seat. I don't want to put my butt on a chair. I don't want to lay down on the couch on my butt. I don't want to do anything but stretch my butt. That's all I want to do. You know why? Because why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I share this with you? Let's do some squats. If you're doing them, then you put your center right here in your chest. It's right here. It's your solar plexus. It's kind of like right here. It's right here. This is where it is. Why is it doing that? It's here. Oh, it thinks my elbow is my face. Or my arm. Or the mic. No, the mic and the facing tripod are completely separate devices. They don't work on the same network either. So, I mean, but if they did start communicating, I wouldn't be that surprised. How about you? I mean, we got Alexa, we got Cortana, we got Hey Google. Hey guys, I see you. I see you're there, and I feel like a lot of you are just like out enjoying. I feel your good vibes. I think you're out and enjoying your Sunday, and you're like, I feel the praise, like you're like showing up for me, and I'm recognizing that you're there. It's good vibes, you know? It's only 6:10, and it's on a Sunday, you know? Look. Good. I'm glad my finger movement doesn't move the camera, because I have that. Like, I have those movements when I explain things. We're going to go ahead and do some more squats. I think that feels right, and we're going to do them we're going to do them with our legs apart. That way our bottom halves have a chance to just hang there instead of sit. See? You can even put your arms right here. It's so good when you have a sweatshirt too, and this sweatshirt is so good. It's like soft. This sweatshirt is soft, pink. It's baby pink. I'm gonna move the mic over here so you guys can vote on which one sounded nicer. If anyone is able to text, right? Okay. Because some of you are just like watching, which is cool, which, hey, I don't mind. I like your energy. Stick around, why don't you? Okay, so I'm doing, see, you have to stretch, you know what I mean? Like, how the hell are you, this doesn't come from just being a dancer. This is something that, like, I think everybody should do. Be careful, and don't blame me if anything happens, because all I'm doing is sharing this with you. I'm not giving advice, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying if you do any of this, like squats, make sure that you have a chair near you in case you get stuck down here. Your knees could get damaged. So I'm just telling you the things that would happen if you did them without being capable of doing them. Because I always move little pieces of furniture. Don't ever assume you're not going to hit anything. Only work out when you have a really big area where there's no people and no objects. This is really good for actually letting that butt go again, because, God, I had no idea this video was going to be about butt, you know? But it is. It's, wait a minute, but I have to tell you something. This feels tremendous. And then you do both sides right, and now it's kind of like a lot looser. You can run in place. That way it'll all like start. You want it to become jellyish. You don't want to always be so tense. Like, oh, you know. We're healing. That's what we're doing. All right. Let's keep going. It feels good. I don't want to stick my arms out right now. I just want to squat just the legs. And they're far apart. So make sure your floor isn't slippery, because if you get stuck like that, it will be sometimes impossible to get out of. If not, start working your way back or trying to work your way out of it. But yeah, you don't want to do unexpected splits. So if you're going to try this, be sure that your stance is not too wide, because like it does feel a little slippery for some reason. It could be humidity. Let's go. Squat. That's all you have to do. And when you're sitting, you want to keep your back straight. Sometimes you got to get into that position on the leg first, and then like correct your posture. Well, I do. Okay, see, that's good. See, if I can feel the air between my cheeks, then I know that I'm doing this right, even through the shorts. Is that gonna be the wind beneath my wings? The air in between my cheeks. Okay, so I feel like my body starts communicating with me at this point, and it's been, but I can really hear it now. And I feel like this leg right here needs to just like shake out, literally. Just shake the leg. Here, hold something preferably. The couch is perfect. Make sure your pet's not walking by, right? You don't want to do that. See, the other one? Make sure you don't hit the floor. You kind of almost have to like raise the hip a little to be sure you don't hit the floor. That feels fab. Especially with that sore under my right, it's not a sore, but my foot feels sore. Okay, just, yeah, hold on to something. Whoa, you don't want to go flying off there. Anyone who tunes into this is going to be like, whoa, let's go. But you would have had to work out a little bit. Try to stretch before you try to do anything. Always get your balance first. If you don't have your balance when you start, correct it and get your balance. Okay. You can probably hear me breathe because I have the mic right here. And I don't mind if you can hear me breathe, because if you missed the first part of this video, I did quite a lot before I got here. So it was my intention to do a full Stretchercise, but then, actually at first I was gonna go gardening, and then it got too dark. But then I realized that there were a few videos I had to make, and so I did it. So now we're gonna kick. This is kind of like the windmill, but it's like quarter windmills. A half windmill, preferably a half. I don't like how the camera's doing that here. Okay. That was because of the moving, facing, tracking camera. Tripod, actually. If the camera's attached to it, then the camera obviously follows you the way the tripod does. Those are half windmills. Get your balance first. Make sure you know that you have your balance before you do anything. I have to raise my hip a little because my foot will hit the bottom. So the hip that is the leg side, that's the hip, the same. You want to like raise it a little. So you want to be able to like go back, like to where your leg's behind you. It's good to hold it, but when you haven't done it in a while, you shouldn't. You should just let it swing like a pendulum. Actually, we might rename this one. This is the pendulum. This is the leg pendulum. It really is. Although you have to raise it, you have to raise your hip while you're doing it in order to not hit your foot. So, let's see. Anytime I see like something on the ground, I'll always pick it up because my cat, she, I don't want her to eat it. It could have come in from outside, who knows? So now I want to do some leg pulls. I'm pulling my legs up to me. I'm not going to say my chest yet because I'm not even close. But I am pulling them up, and that's the main thing. Oh, I see something over there. Let me get it. I'm being anal right now. Because I always get everything ready before I go live, but if I see something along the way, I will take care of it. Because basically, it's a lifestyle vlog, and so there's really nothing to hide. So just kick. You're kicking in place, so you have to have your balance first. You have to know that your balance is right here. on your right at your hip, and on your buttocks and your legs and your feet. It's all connected, but you have to know where your balance is, which is right here, in order for this leg to go up, because that's where it's starting. So that's even right there. So boom. So when you kick up, you're not gonna like fly backwards because you're balancing on the other hip. And then the same thing, balance. 1, make sure I don't put my heel into the couch. Always check your space first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to do 6 because you're gonna go, what? Not 10? But no, not 10, because I made a lot of videos before I pressed here, like 2 things. One that I knew I had to do, but then I remembered that there was another one. I'm playing with the tripod. It's following me, if you haven't noticed. The video I had to make was of socks. I chose these. When you do affiliate marketing, you can pick whatever product. That's what makes it. I'm also influencer affiliate marketing. So that's what makes it. You can find my links in my bio. I've always wanted to say that. I said it so smooth too, huh? Like I said, all these businesses that I like, they all coincide with one another. It actually is, it's an ocean is what it is. It's 2 seas that merge together. It's something else, I tell you. I'm talking about influencer marketing and affiliate marketing. It's something else. It's freaking amazing. And if you don't know what they are, basically in a nutshell, influencer marketing is when somebody like me that likes to make videos online works directly with a brand, and you create a campaign for them. You just make a video for them. Basically, a review is a sure way to gain their interest because you're authentically, that's what I love. That's why I realized because I love humor. And I also love product reviews. I didn't even know it. I guess I've always been reading Yelp and, Google search, hey Google, or just Google, or just hey. Okay, more healing. So it's amazing how they all mesh together. It's amazing. Here, I want to put you back up. It's absolutely extraordinary, actually, because I realized that the videos that I'm making of the products that I like, that I use in my everyday life, I actually love sharing them. That's it. I got it. I love sharing my products that I use. I really, really, really do. And so that's why, I'm sure, so if I go to my Amazon cart, because I'm sure I got these on Amazon, and they look like you would wear them in an Amazon, right? So all I have to do now that I'm an affiliate marketer for Amazon is go find these in my cart, anything in this house, and I probably have like 100 more than what I even realize. So anything in this house that I love, I could just sell, if they're still available from the merchant, right? I could just click on their link into my store to show it, and that way people could go and buy it. And so basically I could do that. Now these are not in my store, but maybe I'll add them. I'm just saying, Like, I'll give you another example. These socks, okay. So I put these in one of my, they call them idea lists. They call them idea lists, like an idea for influencer Amazon. So, and you can like hashtag that and you'll see people's idea lists, which is, it's a program for influencers, for people that like to make videos online. Okay, so I'm adding like what I would love or what I have. So I added, the first thing I did, I kept it so authentic. I added everything that I had, but not everything. There's so many products that I haven't added because I need to make idea lists, like other shopping lists for all these products, literally. Like even, I can make your life so much easier because I've like overspent on trial and error. And so, but I found products that like work time after time after time. Like there's these nails that I want to ship. I know, nails for, and they're not your typical nails. They're actually like, basically I probably won't even do the video. I'll review them, but I won't tell them I used them indoors because I think they're outdoors. But basically they're great for pictures. I'm telling you, they're like plywood nails. And I get the nice length, like not too long and then not too short. And man, they have the little lip on them, a circle, but it catches like on your back of your pictures. So to me, those are more secure, but if something's too heavy, I'll put picture hangers and those have to be mounted like in the wall. Like they just can't be hanging off of the drywall. So there you have it. We're gonna go back to, well, yeah, so the main point is, it feels good actually to share, even though it's a lot of work. You have to review hundreds of videos before anyone even notices you, unless they already know you. And I like to share them with you guys because I have to do that for a living and I'm actually enjoying it, as you could tell. And I'd rather share it with you, not even expecting anybody to buy it, just because I know that if you like watching my videos and I haven't been on lately, that maybe you'll like to see what I was doing lately. Really? Belly and a camel toe? That's great. Show me where. That's my favorite type. But is that person as strong as this? Are they strong? Like that? Let me ask you. Are they a warrior goddess like that, the person that you were just describing? This is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing this lovely stretch. I am so high on life that I don't care what anybody says, anybody thinks, because I actually don't have time to worry about anybody except nothing. I don't worry, actually. It's not even in my vocabulary. And I don't think you should too. So basically, I'm very turned up. It's like, turned down for what, you know? So, you know, it's okay because I'm manifesting. So I'm not just thinking negative thoughts about people like a lot of people get into the habit of doing. And it's just like, my only advice is just please embrace it. Just embrace life while you have it. Like, find the goodness in things. And I teach that in the course that I'm writing, but basically support each other, you know, encourage each other, right? I love that. So basically nothing brings me down because I don't care what you think and I don't care what you say. So how do you like me now? And you're still watching, which is awesome. So that means we're supposed to be friends. So let's go on with the lesson that I was so rudely interrupted. Okay. Now, we're in the squat position. We're talking about manifesting all of the desires, all of the dreams, all of the things. And anybody who's in this business is getting a free lesson, right? Hi, how are you? I'm not mentioning any names because I don't want to get in trouble. I turned off the face tracking. Okay. So basically, this is what we're doing. And anyone that can't fit into this mold, please try. Because there's nothing worse than being stuck in a hater zone, right? It's a hater zone. And it brings hate. So please remember that anything that you think is a direct energy. I love those lights. It's so beautiful. Basically, we're calling in the energy, okay? So I was explaining to my mom earlier, when we're picturing an intruder and then we're picturing us offing them, it's because we have to allow ourselves to protect our well-being. So, with that in mind, you're not bringing on negative energy when you're talking about protection. All right, so I just want to clarify that because you're in that zone. It's the container, and you're saying, "I'm in this container. I'm practicing what I would do if someone came from this way, or if they came from that way, or if they came from that way, right?" And so, oh, that was low. Ooh. Shouldn't look if you don't want to see, right? Shouldn't look, right? I'm not doing anything intentional. Like, if your daughter was wearing this, right? Like, would you talk to her that way? That's just one thing I want to know. Don't all women have a little bit of like, I've never had a baby, but don't all women, unless you're like working out in the gym. I would rather take care of my mom than do 100 push-ups a day, okay? So there's no shame in this game, okay? Literally. Like, and everybody knows that if I didn't have another human being to look out for, like almost 24/7, then this ass would be shredded, and you know it, and so would this gut, okay? So, that being said, that's why I look good to you, because it's all in the energy, right? It's in the energy, okay? So, she must have ate a spaghetti dinner. So what? She takes care of her mom. See, that says it all, see? That's where I get all the blessings and all the credits, you know? Right. I don't deserve to feel negative and sad and bad. Why? Because something about my body, you don't have to look. You don't have to even be here. You know what I mean? If it's that offensive to you, I don't know what else to say. You know? All I'm doing is showing you what to do if you want to stretchercise, because that's sort of my thing. And let's keep going. I needed to take a break. See? You have to actually stop stretchercising in like 5 to 10 minutes in between sessions, because you have to catch your breath. So that's perfect. I know there's a huge echo in here, so I don't know if this mic is going to be true. So here, I could put this part as part of the review that I'm going to do. Okay, it's flashing green, so checking, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, mic. Who's Mike? There's no mic here. Oh, here's a mic. Here's a cute little mic. Puff, 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 puff. You can probably hear that really good, actually. See, this is another break. So you take little breaks for your bod. And again, you can break while you're squatting and just stay there like this. You can just stay there. Who told you have to go sit down? You have to go lay in your bed. You have to go lay on the couch. You sit in your car. You know, who told you? Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Nobody told you that's the problem. Nobody told you psychological gesture. Psychological gesture. That's body language. Okay? Body language. Because I was out in the field, right? And I would run. So this brings back running in the field. It's psychological gesture. The gesture is in the movement, and it brings up the thoughts to the brain, and they're connected with each other. I love so many of you, and I know like some of you just pop in really quick and just look. And that's so cool too, you know, because it's your energy, you know. And some of you know me before I even made my Corin page, the one I'm now. Oh, we were watching cat videos lately. Oh my God. Caracals. Those things are, whoa. And, well, anyway, but when you watch, let me teach you a little bit about the algorithm. The algorithm, see my voice is, I need water basically. Okay, so you probably already know this just by how it happened. When you watch something, your own personal algorithm will show up. It'll show up in ways of other videos. And it'll be the same subject. And it's as simple as that. I saw a couple hearts and likes. Thank you. It's like, I know that there's a few students out there. Actually, 57% of Generation Z. I'm Generation X, and then there was Millennial, and then there was Generation Z. And before that, it was Baby Boomers and the Boomers. And actually, there was like two babies. There was a few. I read about it all, but it's basically a set of generations, so it depends on what year you're born. And I'm a Generation Xer. But there's Generation Z, which came after Millennial. Well, statistics show that 57% of Generation Z want to learn how to be an influencer. They want to learn. And then, here's the kicker. 3% of adults, I want this thing to stop following me now. 3% of adults are already online influencers for a living. 3% of adults, that's a lot, don't you think? Check 1, 2, 1. 3% of adults. Think about that. Can you hear me? Sorry if that was loud. I just want to hear what, you know when you tap a mic and it goes bump, bump? I love how you guys just listen. It's really cool. That's why I made a course, because it's going to be live too, where I could just teach and people will show up in more of a classroom setting. Okay, so this has a little green thing that keeps flashing. As you notice, I haven't been wearing that much nail polish, and I feel a lot better, which is weird. Like, I felt like that stuff was getting in my scalp. Like, you know when you wash your hair? I'm just saying. So where else could this go? This necklace is really thick. We're healing. I could put this here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. That's more like a street interviewer, right? Like I literally, if I had a bodyguard that could go with me, like I could call any bodyguard I want and they'd be there and faster than you could even say the word bodyguard. But I don't really have the need to do that, but I'm just saying, if I had one that went with me intentionally and we went out and did street interviews, that would be something that would be right up my alley. Okay. I think I could talk a lot softer now. See, that was the intention of getting this also. Not only does it look swank, especially as an influencer, to finally have a mic on. I'm not going to wear it every time. I think it's hitting the healing crystal, so let's take it off of there. I definitely don't want that clanking noise in my live performance. Let's put it here, because there's really no need to really, we're gonna do some more. All right. when you work a lot and someone tries to insult you, it goes in one ear and out the other because you know who you are. You don't need or desire or even consent to anybody telling you who you are, you know? You don't, those are not your thoughts and that is not your reality. So why listen? Because there's always gonna be people that hate you and there's gonna be way more people that love you though. I could say that I've written at least 20 hours into a course on building. Believing was what I wanted to say. A course that I'm believing in and building. You will hear about it if you go looking. It'll be somewhere available for anyone you know that literally wants to get to where I am, and they don't even have to have done it their whole life. These things are available to any entrepreneur-minded person who doesn't want to go to a day job, doesn't want to work the grind or work for the man because they feel that they have talents that they want to apply themselves with and skills. And so they basically just want to do what their favorite person is doing online. And they don't even really know, they just feel compelled. So, but they don't know where to begin. Like, it's not easy, trust me. Like, so I grew up in show business and I made movies with my father's film production company and other production companies. And I was in the film industry. Like, I went from high school to even on after school. By then I had my license at 16. I drove to the production office. But when I was 15, I was taking the bus after school. So we were producing a real movie in the theaters, you know, R-rated. It's called The Wizard of Speed and Time. The Wizard of Speed and Time, okay. Well, that was one of the movies we made, and my dad made way more than I did, but I was a learning student, and I was also already acting and modeling. So I don't want that to intimidate people, because that's totally irrelevant. Like, these platforms that you'll be an independent contractor on, you have your own company ladder. Like, there's no time frame. Hey, how are you? Thank you. I'm not mentioning any names in this video because I don't want to violate any, because I'm talking about some pretty heavy subjects. So as long as I don't violate the language, then I'm good. But thank you so much. Mwah. So your time frame of doing things, what your success looks like is a graph. Like mine is like I started in 2020 doing the social media, this one right here. And I also had a YouTube that I really didn't post on. I decided to use that like simultaneously, the one that I already had some action on, right, for years. So that was the authentic me anyway. So I said, well, let's go, right? And so I've been building my YouTube all along since January 20 of 2020, alongside, right? And that's why I have the few thousand, 6,000 going on or something, followers. And that's why I'm also monetizing, because once you hit the 1,000 and you got those views, which I had, whoa, that's unbelievable. That was like, it seems like yesterday, but it was a couple years ago now that I've got the YouTube.com. And then now right here I'm on Facebook Meta, okay, Facebook.com, you know. So, but then the TikTok came like, God, it's also been a year or so, you know, at least a year, if not two, because I've been in this house for a year and I was already, okay, so we got 3 platforms that I'm working. I never joined Meta. I don't have a reason why. It's just because in my head, I only do what like compels me to do things. So I follow my path. Your path may look different. You may be, I just now realized that Twitter is X. So I was thinking X. And then someone finally wrote formerly Twitter. And I'm like, thank you for telling me that. Because this X thing seemed to get popular so fast. And I never, what is it? It's actually formerly Twitter. So I don't really have a Twitter. So I think I dabbled around. I twaddled around on Twitter before. So basically your success looks way different than what mine is, vice versa, this person, that person. We all have a path of what our success, it's a graph actually. And then it just says, well, you've been doing these, 3 platforms and, now you have all these monetization platforms, which means you're earning money on that platform. I know I have a lot of secret students watching me because a lot of you have seen me just go from making hose videos in the back of that townhome, growing up with gardens and stuff. But at the time, I made the page. I just had that townhome so I could help my mom. So you've seen me just like gardening wherever I see a place to put a garden, literally, and just having a cooking show and just going on there whenever I feel like sharing my meal, and to going to like following my dreams and actually making all different types of videos, not just one type of video. So it's so rewarding, to be able to be doing something that I love. That's why my success, even my course, is also just an energy boost if you need it. Like if you get there and you decide, okay, well, now that I've heard the facts, maybe I don't want to do this. Still, taking the course and the way I'm designing it, it's so interactive. And also there's going to be live streams. But anyway, just taking it and the things that I teach you, like the first chapter is literally a self-esteem boost, literally. Like I want it the right adjective. It's more like a noun. It's a descriptive noun adjective, okay? It flew out. It flew out like angels, but it wasn't like zoom. It was just like, ah, and I just wrote it down, and the next day, just more, and it all came to me, and it was flowing like a river. And then it was a daylight with sunshine again, and it was creating a pathway for people that don't know where to start, basically, And I had to get in touch with that. Hi, everybody. I'm not mentioning any names today just because. So, but I see you. I love you. Thank you. How are you? Creating a pathway. I'm using this mic today and also this tracking camera. I'm working out. See, so you get the correlation between your success. So you may get there and say, whoa, I think I like more of the design end. So the course is for people that want to learn about influencing, and they also want to apply that they want to apply it on their mission. They want to bring awareness to their brand. They want to show up more. A lot of people just need hand-holding, and you say, look, when I started this, I loved video. Like everywhere I went, I loved video. I even produced. I learned. I was only practicing production for years and years. I was practicing video production with cameras and like software or whatever. I wasn't that fond of the editing, but I learned to edit over the years. I just want to say that. I really, really have. Better even. I'm like a whiz at it now. But there's things like if I wanted to start putting layers and shit, I would have to learn, and that's probably not my style anyway. Anything that's going to stress me out at that point is not worthwhile. So, is this thing following me? Okay. So my success has been making video. And I can't lose hindsight of that. I can't lose hindsight of the fact that that's what I do. So then when I mesh in with like affiliate marketing, so influencer marketing is more about just making videos online and having a following or an interest of people that are watching. And then hopefully like a brand will say, hey, I want to sponsor you. And so then when you do these videos, like these workout videos, you could be wearing that brand's shoes and that'll complete it, right? It'll be like more of the celebrity level. Or they could just put ads in my videos, which they've been doing, and it's called something. And I teach everything in the course that I'm designing. And they're all different platforms of money. So if you have like family that's interested in this, the first thing you have to know is that they're all platforms. These are like squats, but we're like releasing all the muscles in our lower back and our buttocks and our legs. And so we're really widening our stance. The things like, the camera the tripod that's following me, it opened like, it didn't know which leg to follow. So we're widening our stance. And I've already heard all kinds, well, I heard one insult only actually. The rest I might have missed, but I don't think there were any others. But I don't care because I feel great and I'm working out and I'm teaching people how to do that, and that makes me happy. And that's all that matters, is that I'm happy, right? Because you can't please them all. Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and all I'm doing is I'm putting my body in a position that it wasn't in like all week, okay? Because it's Sunday night, so it's a perfect time to do that. So, I don't wanna just go sit down somewhere that I've been sitting all week. I don't wanna get in the car and drive. I wanna relax, I wanna unwind. Therefore, I don't want to lay in the tub. I don't want to lay in bed. I don't want to do anything either. But where do I put my body? Well, I recommend putting it in a position you've never been in before. Why? So our muscles can finally relax, right? Like muscles that you usually use, you have to stop using them. Hi, how are you guys? I'm not mentioning any names today, because I'm talking about all kinds of stuff, so I want to make sure that I comply. Hey guys. Okay, so put your body in some position, even if it's just standing with your arms next to you. I started feeling tingling in my hands. Finally, right? Like I could feel my hands, right? I didn't feel that I not felt them, but I started feeling them more, like some tingling. So it's in the wrist now and in the palms. So I think that's good. I think that what that means is there's blood rushing in, so maybe the blood wasn't rushing before, and now it is. And I attribute that to the fact that I'm just hanging my arms. See, these are my best videos, the ones where I could tell you what I'm doing and show you how to relax your body all at the same time. Because I've been I do consulting like all my life, and if I could actually, I'm gonna stop that tripod from moving. If I could actually tell you by example and show you what to do, like the physical motion that goes with it, that's why I know I'm destined for this. You think so? It's now going on 2025 and I've been doing this consistently. Well, no, I can't say I haven't taken breaks from this, ta-da-ta, because I never took a break. Literally. And like my lower back just said, yeah, exactly. That's why you gotta get into this position. It tells me what position to get into. Because it felt tight there and painful right as I said that. It said, see, if you were swimming more or if you were jogging on the sand, then you wouldn't have these pains and your body would be more centered and you would feel better mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, so we're gonna do like some squats. We're gonna do, this is really a good thing right here. It's a little low for me right here. I usually do it on a wall, but the camera angle is perfect. Let me see if I put that tracking camera tripod thing. Tracking tripod. Sorry I keep saying camera. It's actually just a tripod. Yeah. My whole leg's probably not in there because the camera is vertical, which means up and down. It's not side by side. Side to side, side by side, side to side. These are the best. If you could find space to where you could do these, is the camera following me? Maybe it did get me. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Let me watch the camera. It's not getting my leg. If the camera was horizontal, which is left to right, it would get my leg because it would be a wider shot. These are the best, I kid you not. Am I blessed or what that I could actually stretcher-size and have people watching me? God. No, I'm not like where I mean, I don't mind the watching at all. It's more about the sharing is what I'm at. Like, meaning I could show you these. These saved my life. All of these are circulation things. See, right now I could do the prayer. Take the tripod tracking thing off. And I could squat during the prayer. It's a perfect time for a prayer on a Sunday night, right? Prayer always brings you down to earth. Now I could do the shoulder rolls. Yeah, it's time. See? Remember I was telling you sometimes these take a long time to work your way into, and they'll let you know. Your shoulders will let you know when it's time to roll them. So these aren't the shrugs. The shrugs are like this. These are the rolls. It's forward and back. 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 And then the neck ones are the rolls, like neck rolls where you look down and then you look up and then you look to the side and you roll your neck. I'm doing it a little fast. This centers your whole body. Like I felt my equilibrium getting centered on my feet. Notice I'm doing twice on each side. You can do as many as you want. Don't do too many. Like, don't do 5. Don't start with more than 1, to be honest. Okay, so in my teachings, I like to just say, if you're not supposed to do something, I like to just say don't. Now, I'm not one to tell people what to do, so if you are watching this almost as if you're in a class, just know that I will say when not to do something. And I'm not telling anyone what to do, and I'm not even telling you to do these at all. I'm saying do these at your own will, and if they feel good, then that means that you ended up having a more peaceful rest because you will be able to sleep better. Interesting that I'm not really even selling anything. I just like to say that it's called Stretchercise, and it saved my life. Because if I actually was sitting in that chair, the same chair that I sit in when I help my mom, or sit over here on the couch so the cat feels not lonely, then I feel like my bones are compressing, you know? They're all just like smashing together, you know? We weren't meant to do that. We were meant to ride on chariots, ride free, you know? Born to be wild, you know? Our bodies are meant to move. We are not meant to be this corporate thing that we've created where we've made so many people rich and there's so many poor and there's no middleman anymore. That's been created because there's been a lifestyle that's been formed and we had to conform to it, and some of us didn't. Like, I had to conform when I had to conform, but then when I saw paths that I could take where I only had to conform a little bit, And not fully, because I could take many paths and I could have them all in front of me, and if one doesn't work out, I could keep going on the other ones. So, in a way, I'm free. You know? These are the best. In my opinion, these are the best. If you can't do it, don't do it. If it hurts, stop. It's all about balance. Always put your arms into it too, because right now we're working on this part of our body, but it's important to maximize potential. If we're able to put our arms too, then we're actually loosening our whole body, not just our lower half. I need some more water. I'm not gonna let the tripod follow me this time. I'll be right back. Okay, so then when I'm done with this video, I don't have to do it tonight. Like I could do it, like tonight I have to shut off the embedding. That way nobody steals the video and tries to put it on a page called Corin. Because there's only one Corin, and that's me. There's other Corins, people named Corin, or they have whatever they have. There's a lot of different brands named Corin, but there's only this. I am this Corin. Okay, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I got water all over. So we're still in our zone. So I shot before I went live today. I made a couple product reviews, and so that's another way I earn a living now. I'm an affiliate marketer for a couple sites. So I use all the products that I had in the house first, and then I added them to my store. And then I started making reviews on those. And one of those is these socks. So if you've been in this really long live video, then you'll know that I was talking about the fact that I made a sock video. So I reviewed these socks. They're actually quite amazing. I'm gonna have to take them off now because I've been, working out or, stretchercising. So I need more of the leg now. I'm gonna turn this a little bit. And before that, I reviewed this mic. The microphone isn't flashing anymore. I hope you couldn't not hear me earlier, or now you can't hear me. Let me see. Well, I guess if you missed some of what I said, I'm figuring this out. We'll figure it out. Right now, I'll have to check the end of this video because I'm about to wrap this in a few minutes, but I want to do some more leg stretches. If this is still green, solid green, and I'm speaking, and I could play this video back and I can hear myself, but right now I'm about to hit the button and see when it's flashing green, and I'm going to keep talking to see if when I play it back I can hear myself. So I hit the button and now it's flashing green, and I'm seeing if I can hear myself. So if you can hear me right now, let me know, please. If you can hear me, let me know. Thank you. Oops. I hope you didn't hear like a crash. All right, let me see. If you can hear me, let me know, please. Right now it's flashing. I feel like it should just be green. See, because no one answered me. Let's just put it on green. Okay, it's solid green now. Can you hear me? We're gonna do some more, okay? We're gonna do some more. Don't you fret. Okay. I feel like we need to get low, like get low, get low, get low. Let's get low, okay? Even if it looks like we're like sitting or like squatting. If you have to stick your butt out, go ahead, because it's all about relaxing our lower body. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go back in when I edit these videos after, and I'm gonna put in the title something about relaxing the lower body. I think that's important because most of these stretches that we've done tonight. So now you can hear me? Okay, thanks guys, I appreciate you. Was it off before? Kind of hopefully it was, but I made a lot of good jokes too. I mean, and I'm pretty funny sometimes. So, but if it was off, it wouldn't be all that bad anyway. All I'm doing here is realizing how I love my video making career. It's that simple. It all started with just the desire to share. That's all I want to do is just share. I share my experience and it'll remind you of your experience, and we'll all have a good experience. The higher I can get the leg and the part that's tight in the most, the higher I can get it in the air, the more that pain will go away, as long as I just keep doing it. I feel a lot of energy. I have a big past. There's a lot of people. Sometimes I'll think about them out of the blue, like, whoa, you know, how many were there? Just because I think we think about people's energy all day, it just naturally comes to us. I think it's all about the memories and also sense memory. If you create things like to where you had it, it will reside. It's kind of like an elephant in the room because you're manifesting thoughts. So when you think about somebody, you'll start feeling their energy more. But if you don't think about them, then other people's energy will get in. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I remember going snowboarding in Big Bear. Or, oh wow, having lunch at the lodge with such and such. And like just random times of your life. I mean, I had a very active life. I've been self-employed way more of my life, most of my life actually. So now we're gonna do some more squats. Let's see. I know the water spilled on me. I just wanna make sure there's not a big... Having a self-employed lifestyle has been rewarding, and also like you get to sleep in when you want to, and you still work, you know, anything that you do, you work. You have to put your schedule on, you know. I love the squat. I'll just keep doing them because they're like relaxing the butt and also the lower back. I mean, you can throw your shoulders way back. I haven't been concentrating on throwing my shoulders way back in this video because A, I'm a little exhausted after a long day, actually a long week. And B, I didn't really feel the need to, but right now they're telling me, okay, get them way back, because it's time, because like the body relaxed. Now it's time to move on to other exercises. Like I'm swaying because it's matching my energy. Swaying and squatting. Man, that's good stuff, I'll tell you. It stretches all the way down. You can also raise your arms, but this top isn't that comfortable to raise my arms. It has like the built-in thing. I don't know. Makes me look a little thinner. After I work out, I look a lot thinner. Thank God. I'm gonna get some more water. I'm not gonna put the following tripod on, so give me 4 seconds. Okay, 5. Okay. So yeah, today's all about, so I already feel like, I guess I could admit that I'm a little out of breath at this point, which is good. Because it puts you in another state of mind. It literally puts you in another state of mind. I can feel a little bit of sweat right here, so I'll grab, I love these tissues. They're thin and small. Oh, this is the regular one. Yeah, because is it winter yet? It definitely feels like winter. Let's see. Perfect. We had a nice talk today, and we have a good energy exchange. And if you did any kind of, if I inspired anybody to do any kind of exercises or stretchercising or stretches or exercising, any of the above, putting our bodies in other dimensions, then that makes me really happy. And I can't lose touch with why I actually started this, which was to reach people. It sounds innocent, and it is. It's just as innocent as it sounds. I just basically wanted to feel like I was also being helpful. And that's it. So those are my goals. I'm a simple gal. It's 7:11. That's actually a really good time for me to say peace out. Look at that. We got balloons. There we go. Those are my virtual gifts for you guys. You guys are the best. I love you. I miss you. I'm here. I'm rocking it out. I'm doing my affiliate videos. I'm doing my influencer brand pitches. They're noticing me. They're sending contracts. I'm signing contracts everywhere. I'm adding income sources to everything I do. I wake up, I help my mom, I help myself. I make sure I'm sleeping, drinking water, having good thoughts, being open-minded, being a spiritual person, kind, loving, caring. And then when I can, I make an affiliate video of a product that I decided to sell in my affiliate store for one of 2 companies. And then I say, oh my gosh, I haven't been here, and I feel like, I don't feel good about it, let's just say. Okay, and so I have been learning to grasp the concept that I can't be here every day because I have those review videos to make, and also I got to manage those affiliate shops. So, you know, that's why I share my links. I don't expect anybody to buy anything. I'm not even talking about selling anything right now. I'm just talking about when I make videos for brands, that makes me happy. I just feel like that's my destiny. The light went off, the battery's low. So that's basically, that's it. Like, that's why I'm making a course about it, because like, I have a great lifestyle. I really do. I could just make videos whenever I want. But if I don't make videos, then probably nothing's gonna happen, to be honest. You know, so that's why I make the videos, so I can make things happen. So I get all those income lists all like working for me, you know, like if I make the sock review that I made here before I press record and the mic review, and I have them for sale, and there's no links in this video. This is not a sponsored video. This is just me. This is just me telling you what I do for a living. Then I can literally have passive income, because if I make a sock video, then that video will, and that's for them, for the brands. Okay, so if I make that video, let's not even say sock. For now, let's just say a curtain. If I make a curtain video of a curtain that I'm selling in my store, any store, and I show you and I'm reviewing it, and anyone that goes buys that curtain from my video, I'll earn a commission on. So that's technically passive income because I made the video once, right? And all I have to do is have my bank account hooked up to the affiliate payment, and that video will keep selling for me. They're not my socks, not my curtains, not my tripods, not my anything that I'm reviewing. They're other people's products. That's why it's called affiliate. You don't own a store and you're not selling those products. You're making sort of like little ads for them. And so that's where I find my talent lies. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm like, I've never been happier. Like when I got approved for this cat product today, and I get to, like, I'm like, oh my God, when I get it, I have to make a sample. It's a free sample too. So I used this face cream twice. Look at this. I used it 2 nights in a row, the past 2 nights. And man, I feel like I look a lot healthier. I'm glowing. All right, guys. I have this arm cream coming. So it's going to be the cat product and the arm cream, but I'm thinking about using it here too. Like, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't like that. Maybe I should just use it on the arm. But so I think the best thing I like about them is doing these videos is that there's so much creativity in the review end of it. It's like astronomical when, like, any product that you love that you actually get to share with people, and you know that some of them may go out and buy that, not even necessarily from my link, just the fact that they'll have the benefit of having the joy of that product. There's so much humor. There's a lot of humor actually there too. It's a whole platform on itself. And then you get to be yourself. That's why they call it influencer. So influencer marketing is when you make videos for a specific brand without selling it. See? Like selling it would be having a link to earn commission on, and that would be affiliate marketing. You see the difference between the two? So influencer marketing is when you're a video maker, like I am, and God, I'm getting hungry, actually. I started thinking about food just now. This video is long, but I want to make sure that people know the difference, because I do know that I have interested persons who want to learn more about this, so I don't mind. Hey, it's like a part of me, so it's just flowing out. It's 7:17, good vibes. So basically, influencer marketing is becoming an influencer and being available to brands to make videos of their brand. And that could also be an object or travel or insurance, whatever the brand is, you can make videos for them, you could use their products, and you could review it. And sometimes you have to pay for it and then review it, and sometimes they send free samples. Whatever the case, you probably will make your money back eventually if you have to buy it. If you can market it properly, which is also a part. So you don't just make the video, but you also market the video for them by adding in meta words. Then that's not to be confused with Meta, like Meta, the owner of Facebook. No, meta words. That's HTML. It's meta words. It's a real software command. And so words, tag words, you may know them as tags, but don't get tag words confused with words. So the words you put in the description, you pull in people. You pull in clients with those words. Anyone who's interested in that, they will find you. Okay. From the meta words, and those are basic web crawlers. So there's crawlers, and they pick up the meta words that people place. And that's how algorithm, not algorithm. It's like, oh, have you met algorithm? No, algorithm, okay? So that's how the algorithm was formed, from web crawlers that crawl around and pick up information. That's how Google was formed. And any search engine. And then, right, search engine is the master container name, and that's what it is. It is a search engine. And so I can see all the people joining, and I love you guys. And if I could say anything that resonates, please let me know. So the web crawlers are picking up the words. So those aren't to be confused with hashtags words, okay? Hashtags have a number sign. I'm talking about just words. So if you're capable of putting a video out there and sharing your favorite hobby and then adding a word to it into the title or the description and hashtags also, you will get noticed. You will. You will be as viral as me. See, I rhyme. So all I can do is share what I do. And what else? This one you have to work your way into it. Because you're not just going to get into that position without thoroughly working out first. I want to make sure. Wow, does that feel good? Oh my God, I forgot I have the mic right there. The mic is right there, see? The crawlers, the words, and the hashtags, believe it or not, people say, oh, hashtags are outdated. No. How many times do you find yourself hashtagging something to look for it? A lot. But mainly you just put the word, right? Right. But no, hashtags are very, very, very powerful. And all the major sites use them. Like Facebook, YouTube, Meta is Facebook actually. But X, which is formerly Twitter, and they all have that on the superhighway available for you to hashtag. So anyway, but I'm gonna wrap up with a little tutoring thing. And anything that you put on the internet, you must market, you must put in the title what it's about. It doesn't get you very far if you try to use cliches that are irrelevant in the title, because they'll think it's about whatever the cliche is. It has to be authentic, the title, that way it works for you. And that way it helps everybody. It's that's what this is about. So that's my little lesson. It's a big lesson actually. And I know that there's a few people out there that are silently, secretly learning, which I don't care if you want to be silent and secret. I just feel you, and I know you're there, and I'm happy you're here, and I just want to teach, and that's it. I also have a course that I'm going to be launching. What else? I'm over here going, this is next. This is next. I suggest being by a wall where you can catch yourself in case you lose your balance. I'm glad I made a really long video because it makes up for all the time I lost. And I got to share all my experience, and I know that see, the thing about this business, what I'm talking about, it's marketing. So it's not just influencer marketing, okay? It is marketing. Okay, so I've been doing this my whole life, right? I've only become an influencer since 2020. So I had 4,500 followers overnight upon launching my page on Facebook, which is now Meta, but it's also still Facebook, which I love because, keep the name because, people know it as Facebook. I don't recommend ever changing the name unless there's new owners and then they do the name. Once you got the name, if it's popular, good idea to just keep it. You could extend off of it, maybe, I don't know. You can make it all depends on what your path is. If it's your path, then it's your path. It doesn't matter what anyone else did. It's what you're doing. I tried to get this light and it wouldn't go on since the battery told me it was low. Hey, how are you? I'm still doing the stretcher size, and then I'm starved and I don't know what to do, so I guess it's make a hot dog. Make a hot dog. Things are flashing too. I think the microphone is tired and my brain is going, okay, it's time to shut down and get something to eat. I love you guys. I want to thank you for being a subscriber on Facebook and a member on YouTube. You guys are my bread and butter, literally. Like, I think about you because you're the only ones that stood up for me, and you guys are like first on my list. Like, I'm thinking, wow, these people actually subscribe to me. I don't have anything to sell you. I'm just here to be with you, and that's it. I like sharing my lifestyle, and I know I feel better after doing these exercises, and I know that you would too if you did them. Things are flashing. My mouth's getting dry. Oh, there's that piece of lint. Perfect. Let me put it over here. I don't like my cat to eat things that come in from outside or from food or whatever. Mainly, I want to share that moving your body in different dimensions is good. I want to do some shrugs now, and we could wrap this video. Just shrugging is the main part about this video. Everything else is, I guess, a long explanation. And if you're interested in that, to know about marketing, then there's things you can learn from me, because I have been doing consulting since I'm wee little. It's my natural habitat. The takeaway from this video is do something physical with your body besides what you already do. You know, like, even if you said, oh, well, but I do this, I have a routine for what I do though, you know, and it involves working out or fast walking or anything. It's kind of like a challenge, to be honest with you. So my challenge is, and it's good to get out of the box. Like, who wants to sit in a box, right? Don't you want to like walk out of the box? So my challenge is do something with your body that you don't normally do. And that's it. It could be anything, literally. As long as you're safe, just be careful. If it hurts or you lose your balance, stop doing it immediately. Find your balance. These are great. This is like a lifesaver. This is a lifesaver right now. Wow. The higher you can press it to your chest, the better. I find myself not pressing those as hard as I should. Let me try that again. Yeah. The idea is to press it. Not right away. Like, get it there. Get it there and then bring it closer. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get that tripod going now, how it follows you one more time. See, it even follows my butt. It thinks it's my face. All right, guys. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. I use stars. I reinvest the stars into my business. You know, which is not a business. It's my lifestyle. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your messages. And thanks for emailing me and getting on my email list. I'm going to drop that in there. I'm going to drop it in right when I finish. No editing for me today. I'll get to dinner. See? Is it letting me write anything? It used to have a way where you could write while you're talking. You know? It's not there. Huh. I still get my message across, right? All right, I love you guys. I'm gonna drop my email in the comment right when we say goodbye. And what are you having for dinner? I don't know what I'm gonna have. I'm craving Italian food. Even though I made spaghetti. Oh man, I made a killer. I gotta share it with you. Oh, also I'm gonna do like a, it's not a what's in your blender. I'm gonna do a fresh juice video. So I gotta put that on the list. I love you. Take care. Mwah. And I'll see you in my next video. And I'm so happy to see you again. And I miss you and I love you.